Tim Hecker is a Canadian music person. He is a maker of and a composer of and producer of music, etc. And he's been active since 1996 and has released 11 albums so far. His names that he has collaborated with that I know include Monotrix Point Never, Arca, John Cale, and he has toured with Godspeed You, Black Emperor. Hi, my name's Dan, and this is a review of Ravedeath 1972 by Tim Hecker, which was released in 2011. It's not a live album, so it's not an album of, this was recorded at Ravedeath in 1972. This was his sixth studio album, and it's my first encounter with him, so I've not heard any of his stuff before that I know of. And it's one of those that's difficult to describe. So maybe it would be easier if I let myself be really flowery like the real critics do. So I could say something like, honey drops from the cadences with darkness bubbling under like a tar pit of Jungian disharmony. And if you understand what that means, then you're doing better than me, because I just threw that together as a weird idea. Let's do the genres that have been attributed to it. Acclaimed Music said ambient, drone. That's where I've got this list from, Acclaimed Music. Wikipedia agreed somewhat with ambient, drone, experimental. Excuse me. I'm going to go out on a slight limb here and go dark ambient, and also, contemporary classical, and then in brackets, possibly even minimal. Connected with minimalism, which was a thing in modern classical music. By modern, I mean somewhere from the 50s onwards. So that doesn't really help. I'm going to try and do some description. Even that's not easy. So he recorded some noodling on a church organ in Reykjavik, and then added highly drony and distorted electric guitar, and then drenched all that with electronic effects like distortion, reverb, rhythmic switching, more reverb, echo, twiddling effect knobs until it sounds cool, more reverb. And the end result is kind of ambient and slow, but sometimes kind of pulsing in a rhythmic way, a relatively slow way. It's more of a soundscape than music. Not all of the elements that you can hear are notes. There's some that's noise rather than notes. And the harmony is a distant memory at this point. It's, nothing like a tune or harmony, just sound. Lots of textures, though, most of which are like a rasping desert. I'm starting to get criticky. Let's try and avoid that. So, actually, no, let's go back a bit. Some of it sounds like very slow sandpapering. When you sandpaper, you go like this. Well, this is like somebody who really doesn't want to do the sandpapering. That kind of sound. Did I like it? Nah. Yeah, it's all right. It's very art, and it probably would suit an art installation. I would have to be in a weird mood to say, I know, I'll listen to that Ravedeath album. But strangely, despite all I've said about it, it is somewhat restful. It's the sort of thing that you could put on in the background to cut out other noises if you're working and want to concentrate on something. And if you have a taste for something that's dark ambient. If you like Godspeed You, Black Emperor, this might be something that you would enjoy. If you like contemporary classical, I think it sits more in the contemporary classical world than in the rock world, to be honest. You might like it. If you like your music to be musical, you probably won't like it. That's what I think. As always, I'd love to know what you think of the albums. Please really let me know that by leaving me a comment. But that's it from me for now.